Da, 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 da. Welcome to the first episode of Lisa and Peter on the Couch, where we talk about issues that are going on in today's world. Today, we're going to talk about diversity. Diversity. For those of you who may not know what that is, it's basically where diversity means to me, people of all colors, races, religions, abilities, genders, sexualities. Basically, it's what we all are. All one big melting pot in America. I believe, we're all from immigrants. We are all here because of immigrants. In a way, we all are immigrants. Because our ancestors came here for a better life. That is what today's people, like the DACA recipients and the refugees, are trying to do.
Well, yeah, I remember during Trump's speech, it says America is dreamers too. Yeah, we are dreamers. We had the thing called the American dream, but what is wrong? Because what's wrong with that is, to me, that's kind of rude, because America the United States used to be, it's a beacon for a better life, a beacon for freedom, and all that. That's what we are through the eyes of the entire world. No other country has like democracy like we do, and that's why people come here. But sorry, this is being political, but it is the administration. They want to build this wall. What is that going to solve? It's not going to solve nothing. See, my opinion, I thought about this a little bit lately. We don't have the relationship with Mexico or even Canada like we should. We have the three biggest countries in North America, and I think the current president should meet with the president of Mexico and the prime minister of Canada to work relations. That way we can have a better relationship with our neighbors. We don't have a good relationship with our neighbors.
If I were to write a letter to Mr. President, I'm like, "Dear Mr. President, we get that you want to keep your borders safe, but there is more than just a wall that needs to do that. More than a wall. You need, like I said, like Peter said right here, we need to have good communications with both Canada and Mexico. Like, get those guys together, Why don't you say, hey, you want to meet up and talk? Like, hey, we can have a civilized conversation here.
I get that Trump wants to keep the drug cartels out, but Mexico doesn't want to have nothing to do with the drug cartels either. They only them for themselves with the money. They ain't helping Mexico. They're not. That's why Trump should be with the president of Mexico, to see what they can do from that end. But still, people have the right to come here. Because the Latino people, they do the farming, because that's the only job they can, in California and stuff. That's the only ones you see doing the farming. And they do it for cheap. They do. They don't get paid the way that they should. Or then you get some like some friends of ours, they're Mexican or from Central America. They come, they want to get a degree, they want to And they're literally the first one in their family. So yeah, so they should have the opportunities that we do. I don't know what makes them different. I don't understand. I really don't.
I've had the privilege of getting to know two DACA recipients. Shout out to Fatima and Anna right there for working towards your degrees. They were both came here with their families at a very young age. Should they be punished for something that was happened when they were very small and they couldn't decide for themselves? Why should they be punished? All they want is education. They want to make a difference in the world. That's what they want to do. And I actually look up to people like them. You know, they came from those countries, and to send them back to countries that they're not familiar with, that's kind of a low blow right there.
I know Trump had someone deported to someone who had a wife and a child back to Mexico or I don't remember what country it was, but I think it was Mexico. You know, that to me is not cool. You have a family here, and it's like you kick them out. What's up with that? You know, he has a family. He had a daughter, I think, and he's married.
And I'm pretty
Why
sure,
separate the family?
I'm pretty sure he married a citizen as well. I thought if you married a citizen, you could stay. I don't know, but then again, what do I know? I'm not a politician. You know, my friend Esme went to Mexico for Christmas break, and she actually made a good point how Mexico was so much more than drugs and cartels. Of how it's actually a very beautiful place. I mean, I do want to go one day. I love their culture. It's beautiful, but it's sad that they're getting stereotyped into thinking, oh, that's where all the drug cartels come from, or that's where the rapists come from, or that's where... Guess what? Illegals, all those illegal immigrants, what they're calling them, or the proper term for it is undocumented. They aren't just coming from Mexico. They're coming from all over the world.
Look at those. We had a lot of refugees coming from like the Middle East, because look at how that's a mess there. And then same thing with Germany, let them in too, and you don't see them kind of like kicking people out and being, you know, and no offense, being kind of tripping, you know, if you ask me. Like, I know Trump is trying. I know Trump is trying to make our country safe. Yes, we need safety for us, but we should not push people away and kind of keep our country closed. That's not it. Our country was, history major here, our country was built from people who came from Europe who didn't want to dealing with oppression no more. Look at the Pilgrims. They came from England because they didn't want to listen to the king no more and be with, you know, with his church. They came here to do that, and that's why more and more people came here from that, because they didn't want to be oppressed no more, or you know, or have a better life, and that's why we got our own country, because we weren't going to take the king's garbage no more, and with their taxes and all of that too. And then, you know, we took a risk, and look at the outcome. We got our own country.
You know, I don't identify with either political party personally. They're all corrupt in some way. I mean, but I agree on some of the issues. I agree on issues on both sides, but there are some issues I do disagree with on both sides. You know, with the DACA thing, I think we should blame everyone, because when Obama put that in, the Democrats had 4 years to make it official. They were the majority then. At least I think they were.
Yeah, they were.
I mean, and they didn't do anything. I mean, why would you not make it official? So basically it's everybody's fault.
Yeah, but what we need, this is an issue I'm going to say, especially at this, since this is the midterm election, what we need, there should be no, I know everyone good is either Republican or Democrat, but you know what, it doesn't solve anything. The Democrats, they like to spend money, they don't do nothing. The Republicans only care about the money and like military, and then they put like people like me, who's poor, kind of down even further than when we're trying to get out of the hole. We need a balance with the parties. We need someone like, in president, governor, or what, who believes in, both. Be a little conservative, because that's what we need, because yeah, we have a lot of debts and and whatnot, and we need someone who's gonna try to do what's good for everybody, the rich and the poor, because that's what we need. Because yeah, the rich have the money to take care of things, but the middle class is the backbone of the country. They bust their backs to work their butts off, like in factories, farming, teaching, all that stuff, and they really don't get not even a crumb thrown at them. All they do is keep hiking up the taxes. We need someone to balance that out. That's what we need. Not no communists, not no nothing like that, but we need, I'm not big for communism and stuff like that. Nothing is free, but we need someone to balance that out. I think we'd be better off that way.
Well, on a closing note, I feel like vote blue, vote red, just vote for someone that's actually going to keep their promises come November. I don't really, to be honest, I'm neither. Although blue is a pretty color, red's a pretty color, but it's not about the party for me. It's about the issues, like who is gonna actually do something. Anything you want to close with?
I think we're talking about diversity. We didn't really finish that, and we can't do voting.
Okay.
Anyway, go back to diversity.
So to close with the diversity, now to all of the DACA recipients out there that are scared and that are worried about their future, stay strong. You guys are going to change the world. It is not your fault. Don't let anybody tell you that it is your fault. I know citizenship is not an easy path. It took some people quite a long time to get citizenship. Some people take short, some people take long. But whatever the process is, never give up. We got you guys. We know you're going to make some great changes to the world.
Well, I respect those who wants to try to have a better life, because obviously in this world you gotta work for it, and take it, but hey, we're all dreamers, we all have dreams, but don't let anyone push you around saying no, or put you down, at the bottom of the chain. No, because that's how change is made. And I know we kind of went back when we had our presidential election, but maybe things will change. I know they will. It's just gonna take time, hard work, but I know we'll eventually, I know we will. Everyone will be equal. And that's the one thing to keep fighting for, is equality. Is there everyone, all, you know, because not just me, I may be white, but I want to have, diversity, because I have a lot of friends who are Latino, African American, LGBT, and whatnot. So I want them to have opportunity. I want them to live their dreams too. That's what America is, the American dream. It's not just about getting rich, it's about living your dream, and obviously showing, hard working for it too. It's not about being rich. It's not what it's about, because that's not what life is about either. It's about living your dream and being happy. It even says in the Constitution, the pursuit of happiness. So don't let somebody like our president or any government official stop you from pursuing your happiness, because it is in the Constitution. So you are entitled to that.
And that is all for today. We are the channel for all parties alike. We don't discriminate. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video. Goodbye, everyone.
Say goodbye, Weasley. Say
Love,
goodbye.
peace, and puppies. Bye.
Yes. Love, peace, polar bears.